On the morning of September 1st, drones reached Moscow, attacking an oil refinery. Putin compensated Kim Jong Un for the shells with horses. I'm Maria Drutska, and I will also tell you today about how, according to British intelligence, Russians accelerated their advance towards Pokrovsk, and about Russian troops were withdrawn from Burkina Faso and redeployed to Kursk. Well, Moscow's mayor Sergei Sobyanin acknowledged a drone hitting the capital's oil refinery. The fire has been assigned the highest complicity level. The aggressor country's Ministry of Murders claims that on the night of September 1st, 158 drones attacked 15 regions of the Russian Federation. According to Sobyanin, the refinery is located in the Kapotnya area of Moscow. He claims that the fire at the refinery site is a result of an air defense activities. One downed drone supposedly fell on a separate technical building of the refinery. However, the videos of the explosions shows that it's not exactly a technical building, and Russia likely continues to shoot down drones with its plants and refineries. Well, Ukrainian September sanctions continue, and I hope more little birds will keep reaching Moscow, because we know that for Putin, Moscow is sacred place until the residents feel that the war started by Putin is not just somewhere far away, and they can't say anymore that they are outside of politics and it does not concern them at all. Putin will not fear for his reputation, because the Tsar is always right. Now, the Tsar protects the capital and its citizens. The mobilization in the capital is just nothing. So, of course, people there still think that Putin will protect them from whatever NATO attacks and stuff like that. Well, before I continue, I want to thank all of you who send coffees on Buy Me a Coffee and become patrons to this channel. Please do so if you want more of these videos on this channel, and you can also help this channel by subscribing to it and liking this video, as it will definitely help Ukrainian content to be seen by more people. I suggest you also subscribe to my Twitter page, where I post regular updates about the situation in Ukraine, and to my Instagram, where I show the daily life in Ukraine. Putin compensated Kim Jong Un for the artillery shells with horses. You might think that it's some kind of comedy club channel and I'm lying to you, but it is true. Horses play an important role in the personality cult that Kim Jong Un has created around himself and his family. The leader of the Kremlin, Vladimir Putin, sent the leader of North Korea, Kim Jong Un, 24 Orlov trotters as partial payment for artillery shells for the war against Ukraine. According to a report on Saturday, August 31st by The Times, according to the veterinary service of Primorsky Krai, which has a railway connection with North Korea, last Sunday 24 horses, 19 stallions and 5 mares were transported across the narrow land border. Kim Jong Un received a new batch of horses from Russia, which is the latest sign of the growing closeness between the North Korean leader and Putin, writes the publication. The Orlov trotters are known as Kim's favorite breed, appearing with him in propaganda images distributed by North Korean regime. 30 horses of this breed were also sent to Pyongyang in 2022, the publication recalls. Meanwhile, South Korean media emphasize that the new batch of horses is part of the payment for North Korean artillery shells sent to Russian military for use against Ukraine. The Times notes that the leader of the two states have gifted each other animals before. For instance, the North Korean leader gave Putin a pair of local Pungsan dogs in June. In August, Putin sent back 447 goats. Well, I remember and I remind you that on 9th of June, they signed a treaty on comprehensive strategic partnership between the two countries. So, guys, no need to be surprised. It's written comprehensive. A Russian private military company associated with the Russian Ministry of Defense is withdrawing from Burkina Faso due to Ukraine's invasion of the Kursk region, reported the French newspaper Le Monde on August 29th. According to Le Monde, a unit of 100 people known as the Bears Brigade arrived in the West African country of Burkina Faso in May to support the junta of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, who came to power as a result of a coup in September 2022. Traoré visited Russia in July 2023 to participate in the Russian-African Summit in St. Petersburg, where he met with Vladimir Putin and participated in the celebration of the Russia's Navy Day. Le Monde estimates that about 300 Russian military personnel are stationed in Burkina Faso. Le Monde contacted the commander of the Bears Brigade, Viktor Yermolayev, via telegram on August 22nd, following Ukraine's invasion of the Kursk region on August 10th. On August 27th, the brigade's Telegram channel reported that the unit is returning to the base in Russian-occupied Crimea due to recent events. Yermolayev also told Le Monde that the unit has no connections with the Ministry of Defense. The Bears Brigade was formed in March 2023 and is a part of the Russian military group Red, which is a private military company. An investigation by Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, in 2023 showed that Red Dot is controlled by the GRU, the Russian military intelligence. Surprise, surprise. No. The Russian ground forces have accelerated their advance towards the city of Pokrovsk in Donetsk region, according to the British Ministry of Defense, citing intelligence data. It is highly likely that Russian forces are within 10 kilometers of the outskirts of the city. The pace of advance is likely to slow as Russian ground forces enter the built-up areas of Pokrovsk, stated the message on X. It is noted that Pokrovsk is a key logistical hub for Donetsk region, and if it's captured, it's likely to distract existing Ukrainian supply lines. This is likely to complicate the armed forces of Ukraine's rapid replenishment of supplies and maneuvering resources at several key strongholds between Chasiv Yar and Wuhledar, the message emphasized. Meanwhile, the operational tempo of military activity remained low and all other front lines in the east and the south of Ukraine with no significant changes in territorial control, a report Interfax Ukraine. Well guys, that's it for today, and I want to thank all of you for supporting Ukraine, watching Ukrainian content. Please like this video, and if you really like it and you want more videos on this channel, you can support the channel's development on Patreon or buy me a coffee. See you soon, and Slava Ukraini!